Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Living the Dream Almost Live. Yes, my name's Mark Cridland, I am the producer and I try to keep control of this. It's quite a difficult job really. And as every week I am joined by our tamed comedians, Mr. Adam Morrison-Jones and Mr. Paul Tingey. Although AMJ was running a little bit late this week due to his stag do, so we had Mr. Trevor Feelgood step in at the last minute to try and cover him before AMJ crawled through the door. So this week we talk about AMJ's stag do that happened last weekend. We talk about an idea of Bog Mates. Yes, you'll have to listen in to find out what that was about. We talk about Holland Barratt's new cheeky products and the cheeky girls. They've got new jobs. Yes, cheeky cars. We also talk about the fact that Paul wants to be stuffed and posed beside the polar bear in Dover Museum when he dies. And the Queen turns down the Oldie of the Year award. We find out that Paul owes Dave Benson Phillips some money, which leads quite nicely on to stocks and shares and Greggs. Yes, who doesn't love a Greggs? And of course, on top of that, we have the quiz. Yes, the quiz is back because we have Mr. Trevor Feelgood standing in for AMJ, and our guest celebrity comedian is Mr. Sam Wyatt. So make sure you stay tuned for all this lot and enjoy another week of Living the Dream. So, Paul, how are you?
So, Mark, I am okay. Thank
Good.
you.
AMJ, how are you?
I am absolutely amazing.
Sounds a bit different. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we did this. We did this joke last time.
I think what's happened is, I think Trev went to AMJ's stag party. Oi, oi, oi. It's actually sent him naked on the back of a lorry to Holland, and he stepped in his place.
I did wonder what had happened to him. Of course, yeah, because everyone out there would have heard last week that we were discussing AMJ's stag do. Unfortunately, I couldn't get along to it. But Paul, did you go?
No.
But Mr. Trevor Feelgood, you went along to his stag do, didn't you?
I did go to stag do, and it was in Canterbury, and Paul was in Canterbury, but he decided not to go anyway. So,
and it started off in Dover, and I was in Dover.
That's even worse.
Dover, and I was in Canterbury when it got to Canterbury.
I was in Folkestone.
I
went the other way.
What
did you dress up as, Trev? What did you dress up as?
Well, I dressed up like Batman, and when I went into the pub, I was really worried that I was trying to make sure it was the actual pub I was meant to be in, because that would be a very bad thing. Even when I walked in and they were there, I was still not sure because I couldn't see AMJ. I was like, oh, is this a wind-up? And they sent me all the way to Dover just to surprise some people I don't know. There were other people. There was a Captain Jack. There was a Hulk Hogan, and other people. Some of them didn't.
AMJ. I've not actually seen a photo of AMJ at his own stag party yet.
AMJ did not dress up, which I think is sacrilege.
Why did AMJ not dress up?
I don't know. His mum came with loads of his AMJ coats to make other people wear that weren't dressed up.
Is that a true story?
It is true. She came along and was trying it on his cousins, saying, "Do you want to put these on? Come on." And they're like, no, mate. Apparently, he's matching bottoms to those jackets. I never knew that.
Yeah. Have you never seen him wear them? No.
And I met his dad, and apparently he did actually say bingo at Les Miserables. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I thought he made it up. He is a legend. He got a hat on like me. He was like he was doing some kind of Trevor Feelgood cosplay.
Or are you cosplaying him? Because he's had that hat for years.
Yeah, I'm actually a younger version of AMJ's dad.
That's why he always books you.
It's like, Daddy, please don't leave, please. Could you be on my show, please?
I think that's what it is.
Well, no, on Saturday, I ended up. My mum invited me around for dinner at lunchtime, a little picnic, and then my wife and me had a very rare evening out together without any children. We went to see Buckles himself, Adam Buxton. That's why I said my wife, because that's how he says my wife on the
my wife
podcast. Yep, that's how he does it. However, there was no meet and greet because of COVID regulations, which I was gutted about because I had taken my nice audio recorder because I was going to ask him to say, "Hi, I'm Buckles and I'm a dreamer," or "Hi, I'm Dr. A. Buckles and I'm a dreamer," and then get him to do his dog's voice. Hiya, I'm Rosie and I'm a dreamer. Unfortunately, you can tell which one of you two have listened to the podcast because one of you had a bigger smile than the other then.
Ramble chat, ramble chat. Sorry.
That's all right. Do you know I turned him down 2 weeks ago?
Oh, why? What's come on here?
Yeah.
Why? Why did you turn him down?
Well, because I know where my loyalties lie with AMJ and DJ Critters.
Oh, I know. I thought you meant he was going to come on here.
Oh no, I was going to go on his podcast.
Oh, you're bullshitting. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah. What do you mean bullshit? No, we're on the same list as him, so why wouldn't you invite us on?
No. I went to Rich Hall and he was doing signings, and I was also in the front row and I got picked on, which was fun.
Did you ask him to say, "Hi, my name's Rich Hall, I'm a dreamer," or... No. Just I like your set. It was very good. Do you want to go on my podcast? Do you want to come on the Trevor Feel Good podcast, please? And he said, "No, isn't the point that no one turns up?" I said, "Yeah, that is actually the point. So don't bother, mate." I'm just glad that he's actually listened to it and knew about your podcast.
Yes, well, if you want to believe that, yeah, you can.
Yeah. Oh. Did he do any Otis Lee Crenshaw stuff?
He did cowboy songs at the end, but he came on as Rich Hall because I think it might have confused the people of Ashford because they're not very bright. Oh, he's put a bandana on. He's different now. No, he's still him.
Have I told you about my meeting with Rich Hall?
No.
He was playing at the Gulbenkian, which is the theatre at Kent Uni in Canterbury. And I was at uni there at the time. He'd arrived early. And I was actually in that bar area because my lecture was in the theatre area. And I went for a slash. And I looked up at the poster, saw Rich Hall. I thought, oh, yeah, looking forward to that. Got tickets for that tonight. Looked to my left, and there's Rich Hall having a slash next to me. And I went, oh, you're looking at me in stereo.
See, I believe you, but when I was at school, we went to see Grease, and Ian Biggington said that he was stood next to Shane Ritchie, who was in Grease, having a piss next to him. And we all believed him until we realised afterwards that dressing rooms have toilets in. Why would he be in the public toilet? Maybe I don't think there's public toilets. Not public toilets in the university. So I do believe you.
Thanks for your vote of confidence there, Trev. Yeah. I've been worried that people don't believe that story. And I met another famous person in the toilets, Stephen Mulhern in Brighton in the Harvester.
What was he doing in there?
Washing his hands.
Yeah, of course he was. What did he do before that?
It smelt in there. I don't know if he had a bit of the old Tommy Tits, but or he was unfortunate that he was in the smelly toilets when I arrived. But
Mark, have you met anyone in the toilet before? That sounded more wrong in my head than we should have done.
I'm not on those kind of websites like you, Trev.
Oh, Bog Mates. You just have to get on there. Loads of people want to.
Bogmates.com.
Want to meet up in private? A bit of an introvert. Want to meet in somewhere small and cozy? Join Bog Mates. Bogmates.com.
I'm now trying to think of other puns for toilets and social media. Oh, I can't think of any.
You've got nothing to lose. Lou.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. It will
Anyway,
send you round the bend. You bend.
I think that's enough of the toilet humour.
Yeah, I know. I'm all flushed out now. Am I a dreamer? Am I a dreamer? Welcome back.
What a way to start.
Yeah.
Sorry, not start. In the middle of.
Well, no, it was a good way to interlude between two sections where DJ Critters has done his amazing editing skills and put a little jingle there. I'm hoping he's got someone saying I'm a dreamer this week. I've been waiting for the last couple of weeks for someone to say I'm a dreamer.
We'll get it sorted. We'll get it. Yeah,
get it sorted. Because I don't want to do any other hard work for this podcast. No. I don't do any as it is.
I've just heard from AMJ that he might be getting out of prison soon following his stag do, so he might be able to join us.
Nice.
He's banged up in some Bangkok prison.
Yep, he's been banging. What?
He was making us play some game called T cards because he's got loads of T cards. And when he said T cards, you had to stop and pose as the thing on your T card. And my first one was like just a man sitting, and I lost it. And then the next one I found was a flying squirrel. So I was a flying squirrel dressed as Batman, which was quite easy. Yeah.
Look at
Here he is, the Cape Crusader himself.
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Adam Watson Jones has finally been released from prison following the eventful stag do.
It wasn't far off. It was a great night had by all. My liver has taken a killing.
I bet. So
I'll be honest, I'm disappointed by how little photos there are of you of the night.
Yeah.
Well, sadly, there was a court injunction that I can't talk about.
No. And there was also no restaurant, was there? Because Adam messed it up.
Do you know what? I've messaged said restaurant today.
Yeah.
And they're giving me some vouchers, which is nice.
Woolworths vouchers.
Woolworths vouchers, mate. Imagine.
All that pick and mix.
Oh, mate, that is the dream. Yeah. How are we all? It's great to see you all in the first half.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we started recording this, and then our quiz guest turned up, so we had to do a little bit of an interlude, and now we're back with you. So there's four of us here, which is unusual for the first half. I might as
well go because I don't add anything to the podcast, do I?
Yeah, you do. The first half is fine. But what we are going to do is because it's getting late for us here as we're recording this on a Tuesday evening.
Yeah,
I know that when you asked Mr. Trevor Feelgood to stand in for AMJ, that he actually did some research and found some stuff to talk about. So what have you got, Trev?
I have got Holland Barratt are selling vegetable-shaped vegan sex toys. Yeah, apparently so. I didn't know they even did sex toys in Holland Barratt.
I'll tell you what, there is a Holland Barratt that's just opened up in sunny Dover in St James's Park. I'm going to go check it out.
Have you got any dildos? You got any dildos, please? Thank you.
Well, who knows? They may not be dildos. They might be like fleshlights.
They might be, yeah.
You won't want a vegan flashlight.
A marrow flashlight.
I'm not sticking a flashlight on my house. Oh, sorry, flashlight. What's a flashlight?
Yeah, like you don't know.
I don't know. I've had a very sheltered life.
And also, you don't need a vegan one. Just cut a hole in a sweet potato or something, wouldn't it? It'd be the best way to do that.
Sweet potato? They're really hard.
Yeah, but warm it up a bit.
Said.
Well, imagine your eyes just looking at your bum. It'd be wrong, wouldn't it?
It'd be terrible. It would ruin Christmas.
It would.
I tell you what, I took part in a competition. Ages
Carry on.
Where's this going?
And
where did it go?
Where did it go? I tell you what, I came second that night to a little comedian known as Mark Simmons. But this was ages ago, and it was in Dartford, and it was called the Big I Yam. Yam being the American name for sweet potatoes.
And it involved vegetables.
Yeah, that story didn't go where I thought it was going to go.
No.
Do you want me to change it?
Yeah.
There's one time I entered a competition of how far I can insert sweet potatoes up my arsehole.
And you only came second.
Well, it's amazing how much Mark Simmons can fit in his.
What comedian do you think on the circuit could fit the most sweet potato up their arsehole.
I think you're going the wrong way on this.
I was about to say somebody's name, but then actually realised he's so far up his own arse that there isn't much room for sweet potatoes.
I'm guessing we're thinking of the same person. Yes, I think so as well. Yeah.
I'm thinking so too, unless it's me.
Oh no, it wasn't you.
Oh,
yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
That's a bit cheeky.
That's a bit cheeky. Too cheeky.
Talking of cheeky, have you seen what the cheeky girls are doing nowadays?
Are they singing Rag and Bone Man?
Well, I don't think so, but
that's
you
a call
never know.
forward. That's a call forward.
A call forward.
A call forward.
Cheeky girls. I've met the cheeky girls.
Have you?
Yeah, they used to live in Ashford, and when I worked, a small village outside of Ashford, and when I worked in a supermarket, they used to do their weekly shopping with two big burly security guards, and every third week they'd have to buy a new toaster. No idea what they're doing with their toasters. I met them numerous occasions. They're very nice, very polite young ladies.
Why did you know every third week? Were you like making a tick list of when the cheeky girls come into a certain supermarket that you can't mention the name of? Tesco.
You notice these things.
You notice that every third week.
Honestly, if you had regular customers, you'd notice regular things that they brought. And especially if there's like an irregular item, like a toaster, you take note.
You do take note. I was sorry to call you out on that, Paul.
That's all right. Maybe it's just because I cared about my job and was passionate about it.
I don't know what that's like.
But do you know what the cheeky girls are doing nowadays? Do you? Does anyone know?
Buying toasters.
No. Never go back.
Not anymore. They split up. Did you know I had a one night stand with one of the cheeky girls, and I said I didn't like that. So my mate said pull the other one.
Hey,
it's Tim Vine joke. Although I don't think he said one night stand. I think he said he kissed. I don't know what are the cheeky girls going to be. The Romanian Eurovision Song Contest entry this year.
No.
Are they doing this year's Panto in Dover?
No.
We wish we could get someone like that in Dover.
Yeah.
I'm sure we could.
Well, they may
promise them a toaster every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both living up in Yorkshire now.
Yeah.
Oh, are they going to the National York Railway Museum dressed as the Fat Controller?
Oh, if only they were.
What, both of them like huddled together to make the Fat Controller like a shit transformer?
They need both of them together.
Like a Thomas the Tank Megazord.
Thomas, you've been a very naughty engine. Touch my bum.
Oh, it was a bit much, that controller.
Well, during COVID, a lot of entertainers and singers and that had to go and get some proper stable jobs. So, what do you reckon they did?
Are they clearing out horse muck?
No.
They're not starting to ship with me Monday, are they?
Are they selling their car?
You're very, very close.
All right.
Selling their car
for a
he's Googling the answer. I can see the light on his face from his phone.
Hey, Paul, the quiz is finished. I can do what I want.
The quiz is later.
Sorry, the quiz. This is not the quiz bit of the podcast, so I'm allowed to Google. You can edit that bit in.
Well, they are both now working for Hyundai as car salespeople.
Ooh.
They're actually selling Hyundai cars. They said being an entertainer is fantastic, but like it was COVID, you didn't have a solid job or business. How do you survive? I'm not going to do the accent because it's badly English anyway. Just like this is in it.
They never had a solid job in the first place. I don't know why they think they haven't got one now.
No,
it was hard enough for good entertainers as well who actually had substance.
Yeah, but I mean, these guys, they're doing really well in the car sales industry, so much so that they're even considering opening up their own car showroom.
Oh, cheeky cars.
Yes, that would be awesome.
But,
apparently, do you know how long it took them to write "Touch My Bum"?
27 seconds.
3 days, 4 hours, and 48 seconds. Actually, it's a trick question because they didn't write it, and I know that for a fact.
Look at him. He's gone into quiz mode. There he goes.
Their mother.
look at it.
Did they get Talpin in to write the lyrics and then they did the tune over the top? Like
Yep,
old
that
John.
was it. No, it
I
took
know
them
exactly
10
what
minutes.
happened. Nah,
10
every
minutes.
every time they started writing it, they went to make a piece of toast and caused a house fire, and that's why. Like every 3 weeks, they had to keep writing it again and again.
But it was the mother who wrote it. So whatever you say, I'm going to call bullshit on.
Am I a dreamer? Am I a dreamer?
Paul, have you got any weird news or anything?
How
you
long
want to
did
bring
it
up?
take them? How long did it take them?
Hours.
Hours. You just saying that now just to keep me quiet, aren't you?
It took them 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10
Well,
minutes.
It was the mother who wrote it.
So
What
have
are the
you got-
lyrics
What have
to
you
it?
got to talk about, Paul?
What have I got to talk about?
Yeah.
How incensed with rage I am that people are getting the cheeky girls wrong.
Oh, well.
What have I got to talk about? I went to see. I said that earlier, didn't I? I went to see Buckles. You never ever ask where do you go. You never ever ask what do you do. There's loads of lyrics. Loads of lyrics.
Well, they're not. I can never ever ask, where do you go? You never ask, what do you do? I let them pick
You
open.
never ever ask what's in your mind. You never ask if you'll be mine.
Come and buy our cheeky cars. Come and buy our cheeky cars.
Brum, brum, brum.
Oh,
If you sing those lyrics again and imagine Kurt Cobain singing them, I reckon that could be a Nirvana song
exactly.
before the chorus.
It's like one of the most poignant lyrics in the world is don't take yourself too serious or life will get delirious. Or you
Chico
can go
time.
delirious. Sorry, I changed that to what the actual lyrics are. You can go delirious if you take life too serious. What song's that from?
From Chico time.
Yeah,
The philosopher Chico.
yeah.
Paul, if you die in a tragic accident and
Yeah.
sadly you die young, can I read them words out at your funeral in some
Yes,
kind of
please.
lovely eulogy?
And then kick my coffin over and go into full-on Chico. It's Chico time.
No, actually, what I'll do is it's cremation time, and then I'll pull the lever. In you go, boom.
Right.
I think that'd be beautiful.
I don't want to be cremated.
Well, you got no choice. Not if you want this bit to work, Paul.
I want to be stuffed and put next to the polar bear in the Dover Museum. I want to be put in the same pose.
Oh, mate, I think that would be the greatest thing ever.
And because I've always wanted to leave a lasting legacy in Dover. That's been my dream since I was about 5 years old. And the original aim was to do it as a footballer. Then it turns out I'm dog shit at football. But it didn't stop me scoring a 40-yard screamer at the New Den. But that's a story for another day. But what I just want to be. I just want to be in Dover Museum, because the body is gone. Once you're dead, it's gone. Put me in the museum.
Wouldn't you rather be kind of taxidermied so you look like you were running away from the polar bear or the lion?
No,
So what did you want to be hugging the polar bear or the lion?
no. I want the exact same pose as that polar bear.
Right.
What happens if the reason that you have died for is that you were killed by a polar bear? Would you really want to be stuck next to a polar bear?
Yes,
All right.
Good point. I reckon. Yeah, I don't think you will.
I would. That's what I prefer that even more. I might just go to the snowy place and get taken out by a polar bear and say it's my dying wish to be put next to his great grandfather. You.
Are you sticking with that? Not if you end up tripping over a penguin, or a snow mongoose or something.
Well, if I trip over a penguin, it's my fault for not picking it up.
Well, that's very good. I'll give you that.
Thanks for giving me that. Shame I laughed at it, because that was quite funny.
It was.
Smartly amusing, The Guardian. So, what weird oh, I'm not going to bring up any weird stories because they might be the same as what Trev's brought up. I don't know.
Should we bring up another one?
I'd love you to bring me up.
Police officers admit officers mistaken a paddling pool full of goldfish for a shark.
Did you not listen to last week's episode? This was in last week.
I've got another one.
Trev.
I only listen when I'm on, and I always skip to the end in my lovely voice.
Well, you must have listened to every episode then, because you at least get referenced every episode.
Yeah.
All right. What about the Queen has turned down Oldie of the Year award?
Ooh.
Do you know why she turned it down?
Why?
Because one does not feel as old as one might think.
There we go.
She
No,
fucking looks it.
Bernie Sanders' sexy outfit is the scariest costume at Halloween.
Yeah, we had that one a couple of weeks back as well.
Did we?
Yeah, I know this. This is what I'm saying it for. I definitely did listen. I do know that happened.
Trev, I feel like I'm doing swapsies with someone's Premier League sticker album right now. Yeah, I've got that one.
Got
that.
need shiny. Oh,
Shiny. Ooh. He's got a shiny in there. Come on. Trev, come on. Where's your shiny?
A parrot keeps saying F off in Northern accent.
That's Geraldine.
Was that 4 weeks ago?
No, we haven't done that.
No.
I almost brought it up last week, though.
All right.
Yeah, but if you didn't say it, Paul, you can't then say, like, I almost said that.
Well, no, I'll give you credit.
What the hell was that?
What voice was that? What animal was that you've just done?
I don't do animal voices. I don't know what you're talking about. The only animal voice I do is for my pet turtle, and it's an unashamedly rip-off of Buckle's voice for his dog, Rosie.
I don't think we have to legally do anything to cover that up. I'll be worried if he comes after us.
Well, I saw Buckles on Saturday.
How was he?
He was fine. He was fine. A lovely cup of tea with him.
No, nice.
I didn't get out. I had a cup of tea with him. He'd be on the show this week.
Yeah, he definitely would be.
I was told that I could not, because he'd done a question and answer throughout the show. He'd stop the show and do some questions and answers. And I did mention, like, I might ask him if he wants to be a guest on the podcast. And my wife very much warned me against him doing that, and she would not be impressed if I did.
Oh.
So I'm single, and he's on next week.
Hooray!
Am I a dreamer? Am I a dreamer?
Talking about guests, you were supposed to arrange some other celebrity guests, such as James Acaster, Ed Gamble, Ainsley Harriott, Lee Mack. Where are they? Where are they?
What? They're coming
Promised
later.
everyone.
Look, I'll be honest. I got a bit busy at work. I didn't get to message them.
Ainsley Harriott cannot be that busy.
You'd be surprised. He's actually. That was the one agent I did contact.
I like your thought process in that. The one person you phoned was Ainsley Harriott's agent who told you to piss off.
No, he didn't. He said he's currently busy. Try again in the new year.
Ooh.
That old chest.
Wow.
What about Biggins? He loves you.
Yeah, he does love you, Tingy.
Tingy, he loves you.
At least Dave Benson Phillips got my name right.
Wow.
I suppose it helps that I've actually met Dave Benson Phillips and had a conversation with him. Whereas in Christopher Biggins, I literally just said hello to him in a crowded street.
Get Dave Benson Phillips on.
I think he might want money for it. I owe him money for doing that video. Don't remind him.
You owe DBP money?
Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't sent Clayton around for me yet.
I look forward to that. Be the best episode of Get Your Own Back ever.
What about?
I'm outside Paul Tingy's house with a crocodile, and I'm getting him today.
He owes me 30 quid.
35 nicker.
That is the comedy sketch waiting to happen. What about Jenny? What about Jenny the Vixen Ryan? You know her as well.
Ryan.
Yeah.
She doesn't do. She doesn't do Zoom podcasts.
She's
Well,
got a
she's-
Zoom podcast.
Is that in her contract? She says, I don't do Zoom podcasts.
Or she doesn't do online podcasts.
Well, then she'll have to come to the live version.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've
At
got to do
Christmas.
this live.
At Christmas. At my show, True Feel Good presents the Comedians Christmas Party.
Where's this?
Woo.
It's at the it's in it's at Bolty House.
It's the place you saw me in leggings.
Yeah. I've not forgot it. It's still in the bank.
In the savings account, no, eh? Not in the main bank.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's earning good interest.
I do want my cash back.
Mate, I've made some wrong investments. I invested in Cineworld during the pandemic. I know what it's like to mess up, but come on. I put 50 quid in Cineworld, like when I got into invest in stocks. Do you know what? That stock app that everyone did well on, especially Cridlin. What stocks did you get, Cridlin, on that stock app? Look, just tell the listeners.
I got you. Do you remember a while back where there was that mass thing where everyone was going mental for one lot of shares?
Yeah.
And the price went skyrocketed, and it was like it wasn't worth it. But because everyone bought it, the price went through the roof at like 300 odd quid a share. I had several of those that I got for free when I signed up to the system. So
Right.
they went from being free to worth over 300 quid each. So that was quite good for me.
Do you know what shares they gave me when I signed up during a pandemic?
What?
Dr. Martens.
I've got
No
shares.
sod was walking anywhere.
They were.
That's all they were doing.
Not at minus 75 pence, they weren't.
Why did you
And-
buy stocks in Cineworld for?
I just thought they were going to go up. I just had this mad thing that everyone after the pandemic would go into the streets, go into the cinemas, into the theatres, but no. And I can't get rid of them now.
You know what I bought shares in a little while back? BP. Do you know what petrol costs nowadays? Shares have gone through the roof.
You jammy
Oh.
bastard.
You're such
You
a...
know
He
what?
is a lucky bastard.
All right, what is going to be going? What's the next thing you're going to buy so we can do
Greg.
it now? What?
Greg's. Because we're going to have the third Greg's in Dover. By the 4th of November, there's going to be the third Greg's in Dover. So it's obviously
Where's that going?
Huh?
Where's
in
that
the
going?
BP station that my mum works in. It's
The
gonna be-
Unholy Trilogy is now happening.
The Holy Trilogy of Greg's.
Right, you've heard it all here, people.
The Golden
Father-
Sausage Roll.
And
Get onto free trade and get those Greg stocks. Do it now.
Anyone does want to sign up to free trade, just ask me for a reference code and I'll get you on. You get a free share.
How
Using
do
We
we
could get a sponsor.
Adam, you sound like Bob Geldof then going, get on there now. Go and get the shares.
Get on there.
Buy them now.
Give us,
We can
give us
buy
your
this
fucking
Greg's.
money.
We can buy the Greg's tonight. Do you know they do a Greg's loyalty card? You can get a gift card for 10 quid on Greg's.
That's mental.
Good.
Chris has probably got about 20 at home.
I've got all the mugs and everything.
How can you spend like 10, 20 quid in Greg's?
Easily.
Sausage roll, coffee.
And who's buying them for you? Is your girlfriend like going, oh, well, he likes Greg, so let's go and buy him for Christmas a lovely gift card for his favourite restaurant?
Hold on.
Restaurant.
Some for Christmas.
There's a rest. You could be classes. They sell food. You can sit down.
Well, you're right. Well, tickle me pink, Trev.
They also do that at Wembley Football Arena, but I don't think that's classed as a restaurant.
What? There's a Greg's in Wembley Football Arena.
No, I was just saying. Never mind, AMJ.
I know, I was being facetious. Imagine the
Go
price
back.
of that Greg's in Wembley.
Do you know what? Because when I went to Wembley a few years ago, they're selling alcohol. So as you go into the stadium, you're actually underneath the seats. And they're selling alcohol. So I bought a pint thinking, oh, great. You can actually take alcohol into the stadium again. And I walked about 3 foot away from the bar to go into the stadium. And the guy went, no, you got to drink up here, mate. And I was like, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have bought this. It's in a plastic cup. What am I going to do? I went, well, people get tanked up, don't they, and start messing around.
Yeah.
So to combat that, you get people to drink even faster to get it into their bloodstreams quicker.
Yeah.
Look, mate, I'm not a fucking scientist. I'm just a fucking doorman. Oh, no, you're a steward.
He was right. He's not a scientist. He is just a doorman.
He's not. He was a steward. He was a match day official steward. So I did remind him of that.
Knocking further down the social ladder.
Yeah, yes, I fucking did.
He actually worked for Carlsberg, which was weird.
There's actually a pint of Carlsberg that I brought.
I had a feeling I know who serves who.
I think on that note, I think it might be time for us to go to the quiz. We've chatted quite a bit.
Anybody want any toasters?
I wouldn't mind a toaster. Do you know, I'm going to pop out now and get one.
Are you leaving now, AMJ?
Yeah,
while we do the quiz?
Yeah, I've got to go and buy a toaster.
Oh, right. Oh, that's nice.
See if you can see Gabriella there while you're there.
I will. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Waving. Well, that's him gone. So I think maybe we should call in Dave. Paul, do you know if Dave and Geraldine are actually around?
Hello, it's me, Dave.
Who was that? Who said hello? That's me, Dave. Who was that?
It's me. Oh, hello, Paul. It's Dave the elephant here.
Norman.
He sounds a lot like Norman Price.
Oh, have you been burning down an orphanage again, Norman Price?
I just like burning down orphanages, I do.
I do. This bit won't be in, will it?
No.
Yeah, who knows? Hang on. Here's a quote from a while back.
Fireman Sam calls in the SAS. Shoot this little ginger.
There we go.
Hello, it's me, Norman Price. Don't tell the people at Hit Entertainment I'm here.
Is this deja vu week? I brought up all the news stories you've done already.
I think that's what it is. Paul, is Dave and Geraldine actually around anywhere?
Yeah, somewhere.
All right, then. Let's do it then. Dave, are you there?
Oh, hi, here I am. It's so nice to be back. After last week, the quiz was cruelly cut, even though I had some fantastic guests. I had a new up-and-coming comedian called Michael McIntyre, and he was on a wheel, and we had Jimmy Carr and Sarah Millican as well. But unfortunately, DJ Critters didn't believe me, and I had to let them down. Right, so hello and welcome everyone to this week's quiz.
Have
Do you
you
want
got
a
a jingle? Jingle.
Okay, this week Geraldine's written and she's going to sing it. Are you ready, Geraldine?
Is she there?
No, I'm ready now. So I'll just clear my throat. Now, are you ready, boys and girls, for the jingle for this week?
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. It's time for EG. Example given. Elephant and giraffe. There's lots of points to be had. And it's gonna be so good, it won't be bad.
Well, thank you very much, Geraldine, for a lovely jingle. Right, let's get down to business. Can I get a witness? Right, first of all, contestants, introduce yourself. The one with the Mohican and glasses and the beard. Introduce yourself, please.
So I'm Mark, or most people on here call me DJ Critters, just to be annoying. I'm the producer and I live in sunny Dover.
Thank you very much. The one that's not AMJ, but has replaced him before. Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Sam. Oh, have I not replied? Sorry.
No, he's not you yet. You're a special celebrity guest.
What the fuck is going on? This is mental. Sorry.
That's all right. You're the special celebrity guest. Hold your horses.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, cool.
Go on then. Not you, Sam. Come on, fake AMJ. Get on with it.
I'm Trevor Feelgood, and Dave, I see you more than my social worker.
And you shouldn't do, because you're meant to be seeing him 3 times a day.
I should
Make
do.
sure you sign that register.
He does.
Right. And special celebrity mystery guest, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Sam Wyatt, and I'm a dreamer.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much. And, give us an interesting fact about yourself, Sam Wyatt.
I'm currently sat in IKEA's car park. If you can see that.
That is very interesting. Is that Blue Water IKEA, Lakeside IKEA, or an IKEA in Stockholm?
It's actually IKEA in Charlton.
Oh, I've never been to that one. Up the addicts. Not the drug addicts, but addicts. the Charlton football team. Right. So, everybody, we're all online and we're ready to get going. So, first question. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
First question is going straight to our good friend DJ Critters. DJ Critters, name the coffee shop in the US sitcom Friends.
Central Perk.
Okay. Thanks.
Is this because of
Oh, be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. There's a touching tribute at the end of this question. Trevor Feel Good. I can make feel good. Ooh. What was the name of that cafe shop in the wonderful sitcom Friends?
It's Central Perk because he died this week, didn't he?
This is a strange thing to name something because someone's dead. Sam, I predict a Wyatt. What was the name of the coffee shop in that wonderful TV show Friends?
Central Perk, and it's very sad to hear about the news.
Yeah, it was. And just in case anybody didn't know, the one actor that played Gunther, James Michael Tyler, sadly passed away at the age of 59 this year, this week as well, and a couple of days ago. But I don't know what the answer is, so we've got to go over to Geraldine.
Oh, congratulations, everyone. You got it correct. It is Central Park. However, DJ Critters forgot this is meant to be a comedy podcast and went straight into it. He gets 1 point. Trevor Feelgood.
I'm not the comedian.
I don't give a shit, son. It's my rules. Trevor Feelgood gets himself 3 points. Sam Wyatt, I didn't interrupt Dave earlier. I wish I had. You've got 52,000 bonus points for being in an IKEA car park. And you're getting 10 bonus points because I fear that your battery will run out in your car having your light turned on. And I'm worried if you don't get you those points, you're going to fuck me up. And you get 6 points for getting the question right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Geraldine.
Why don't I get bonus points when I go dogging?
Because Geraldine said you never give her enough attention.
I know.
Things, but there you go.
She neglects the balls.
I do not neglect the balls. I'll tell you what, son. I learned a song when I was younger, and it's kept me in good stead. It's nosh, nosh, nibble, nibble. Don't neglect the balls. Nosh, nosh, neglect the balls.
Right. Okay. So, moving on to the second question.
You know the Bog Mates.
I don't know what Bog Mates is. I've never heard of that before.
I'll tell you what. You go on Bog Mates, bogmates.com. You get all the interesting chat. And trust me, there's always available, and it's full of glory.
Right, moving on to the quiz. Trevor Feel Good. I can make you feel good. What does the Latin tempus mean in English?
Some kind tiny temper.
Tiny temper. Thank you very much. Sam Wyatt. What does the Latin tempus mean in English?
Is it like tempest? Is it like a slang like I'm the tempest? I'm coming at you. I've got a temper and I'm coming at you because I'm the tempest.
And my name's Cleopatra, and I'm coming at you.
Yeah, like that.
DJ Critters, the same question to you. What does the Latin tempus mean in English?
Tempus. Is that like tempered chocolate?
I don't know. Is that your answer?
Tempus?
Oh, thank goodness for that. I've just seen Sam is drinking Sprite. I thought it was a can of Carlsberg in the car park. in IKEA, I thought I was going to have to call Trev's social worker. Right. Is anybody correct?
I'm afraid nobody is correct.
Oh.
However, I did enjoy Sam getting very excited with his answer. He gets 5 bonus points. But however, the shock of the round is that my good friend Trevor Feelgood gets himself 3,000 bonus points for saying tiny temper. That made me chuckle. And DJ Critters, you argued back from me earlier, so you've lost your point. You flushed.
Okay then, let's get cracking on with the next question.
What was the answer?
Does anyone care?
Yes.
Well, okay.
Everyone know now.
This is infotainment. We
We've
need to
got
know.
18 months of this dog podcast, and now suddenly people are interested in the answers. Because although Dave pronounced it incorrectly, if you're speaking Latin, they should be pronounced temper, and it is time.
And I've just wasted your time trying to find that out. So that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, you're wasting.
Disappointing.
Ooh, this is a good question. Everyone's going to like this question. This one's going to Sam first. Are you ready, Sam?
I'm ready. Go for it.
Fantastic. The Simpsons was the spin-off show of which American sketch series?
Simpsons was a spin-off show of a sketch series.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was.
Wet his pants.
I no idea. I can only think of Saturday Night Live as a sketch show, but they didn't do animation, so no. But as a funny answer, let's go with I don't know, or some brilliant the news. Oh,
The news at 10 or the
news at 10 and 6.
And 6. Oh, blimey. Okay. Your DJ Critters. The Simpsons was a spin-off of which sketch show?
Well, I don't know if it was a sketch show, but there was some sort of, it was a show named after a woman. I don't know if she was the host or what, but just from general knowledge, because I'm clever like this, it's a Tracy something show, but I can't remember what. So Trevor's probably going to get it now because I've given him all the clues.
Yeah, all the clues.
If you don't get it, Trevor, you've been so excited. Looked at you in your little box, and you've been buzzing since you read out this question. Imagine if you got it wrong now.
So, Trevor, the question to you is: Gillian Anderson plays a therapist in which Netflix show?
Oh, hang on, no. Oh, no, I want the other one. Give me the other one.
Oh, I'm joking. The Simpsons was a spin-off show of which American sketch show?
Well, it was American, but it was an English comedian. It was Tracy Ullman. She had it in between the adverts, and probably it was the best part of the show, apparently. I know about comedy. I know when I do my act, it doesn't look like I do, but I do know comedy.
Oh, in case you didn't hear that then, you just got a trunking special prize, Trevor Feelgood.
No, we're not trunking me.
You've got a special prize. Your prize is getting to perform for free at Stand and Deliver in Dover when it starts back up. No, so over to you, Geraldine, for the answers.
Congratulations! It was the news at 6 and the news at 10. Sam gets himself 25 points. Trevor Feelgood gets 82 points for his celebrations. And DJ Critters, he's got a lovely smile, isn't he? He's got a lovely smile. He gets himself 100 points. So add on DJ Critters.
Thank you very much, Geraldine. Right, so we've all had one question each. Now we're getting on to the last question each now.
So what was the answer again?
Geraldine said it was the news at 6 and the news at 10.
Oh, damn it.
I don't know. She don't tell no lies, brother. Reference to Hulk Hogan that you mentioned earlier. Right. Okay, then. Are you ready for the next question, everybody?
Let's get ready to rumble.
Right, this one's going to DJ Critters. DJ Critters in the house. How many chuckers are there in a polo match?
What?
How many chuckers are there in a polo match?
It can either be, I actually know this because this came up on my pub quiz that I host last week.
Boo! Boo!
There is two possible
answers. Say it, and then we've got the answer.
Paul was
I
not
know.
there.
It's not how this quiz works.
No. Maybe go to someone else first.
Wait,
No.
no, hang on, no. No, give it to him.
I've said it to you first, DJ Critters. You have to respect my rulings.
All right.
Oh, Joe.
There are two separate rules. One is 7 and one is 7.5. So it could be either, depending on what rules you're playing against.
Right. So, Trevor Feelgood, over to you next. How many chuckers are there in a polo match?
No, I don't know if this is a trap or not, because Mark might have just said that. So we all copy him. So we all fall down the trap together. So I'm going to say, no, sod it. I'll keep with him. 7.5 or 7. That one.
Okay. Did everyone like my Len Goodman impression then?
I did.
Right.
Upset that nobody's gone for an obvious joke yet. That's what I was thinking of when I wrote the question. How many chuckers are there in a polo match? Sam Wyatt.
Well, for me, a chucker, when I play polo, the chucker is the guy who, when you lose the ball, like a throw-in in football, he's the one who goes and gets it and chucks it back in. So I'm terrified of Mark's version where half a person is chucking that ball back in. But I'll go with 7 because we always play with 4 people.
Okay. This is a very good answers there, all of you. I was going to say something, then I thought, no, it might get this podcast into trouble about half.
No, okay then, everybody. I'm afraid you shouldn't have listened to DJ Critters.
Damn it!
Incorrect. The answer is 6.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it was a trap.
You're playing that different version of it. You're playing a different version of polo.
Yeah, I'm playing the correct version, son. Right.
Sorry, Geraldine.
I'm afraid to say that you've all lost 5 points as well. It's the first time I've minused everyone points.
I almost said 6. I thought go lower than him, and I thought no, it must be right. It must be right.
Ridiculous.
It was effing ridiculous.
And I'm just upset that no one made a polo joke. No one mentioned a hole or mince, and that's really fucked me off.
Bloody hell.
Okay, thank you, Geraldine. Penultimate question.
Oh.
Now, everyone loves music. Of course they do. So this one is going to Trevor Feelgood first. Trevor Feelgood, name the song and the artist from the following lyrics. Hold on, I'm about to burp. Pardon me.
I don't know that.
Great song.
I don't know that lyric.
From the 90s, wasn't it? That was Prince.
Oh, he's got it straight away.
Or was it Squiggle?
No. Here comes the question, okay? They weren't the lyrics. I had an involuntary bit of wind in my throat, which I had to expel.
Is that Robbie Williams?
Angel.
His later work.
Had some wind he had to expel. I think that's Robbie Williams from the B-side, isn't it?
Right.
That was on Rockbusters, was it?
I gave you a chance to be funny with the word polo. None of you took it. You didn't even mention Volkswagens. Right.
So we were in the whole show.
Oh, I tell you what, Sam, you've got your 5 points back with a bonus 20.
Come on!
You sexy bastard.
Right, okay. Now to the question. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind. Thinking I can see through this and see what's behind.
Is this from Bog Mates? Is it Sheila Easton? And I want to take your heart. I think it's a song I've just made up.
I like it. It sounds good. Right, just give me 2 seconds and I'll be back for the quiz.
Oh, so Mark Cridland, do you think it was that one, or well, I can't remember what the lyrics were because I'm Lennon.
Who's pretending to be me?
In your face, Trevor Feelgood. In your face.
I don't like that. I don't like that voice.
It's not f***ing pantomime. Can we stop playing my swears? I don't normally swear.
Good morning, madam.
What do you mean?
Sam, I'm 2 foot tall and I'll go huff, 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 huff.
If I made that sort of noise, I'd be kicking down the door of the old public toilets, I think.
Oh, what lovely creamy buns you've got.
Is he back? Oh yeah, he's back now.
Oh, that was the perfect soundtrack to have in the background as I'm cuddling my 11-year-old.
I know. I was really enjoying that.
Right.
I'm really scared. I had no idea what was going on then. That was terrifying. And then a little boy ran in and I didn't know that he'd gone mad.
Can we mention that he meant in Paul's house, not my house? A little boy didn't just run in and I hugged him and he went out again.
Right, anyway.
Right. Sam, let's right, let's start recording again now. Cut all that up until now.
No.
Swear again.
Comedy gold, it's staying in.
Sam. Name the song and the artist for the following lyric. Geraldine will sing the song at the end. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind.
I mean, it's a load of shit, isn't it? I'm guessing. Let's go with Adele, and I don't know, something about a boyfriend she's upset with. I don't know the name of the song.
Her boyfriend, isn't she?
It could be any song.
I'll tell you what, if I was doing songs about when I'm upset with Benefit Bear, I'd have 52 f***ing gold albums now. Keep your personal life out of the f***ing... You don't take your personal problems to work, you stupid f***ing bitch.
Well, okay, Geraldine, that was a bit strong. What I was expecting. DJ Critters, name the song and the artist for the following lyric. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind.
Now, as a radio broadcaster of over 20 years, I know this one. And it is the Cheeky Girls with Touch My Bum.
No way.
Now, I thought at least one of you would have got it, and one of you did. DJ Critters, your years in radio have not been wasted because you were fucking wrong, you moron. None of you got it right. It was the fantastic Rag and Bone Man by Human. And this is how it should have been.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. I have no idea how the song goes. So, however, though,
so annoying.
I like the fact that Sam had a pop at Adele. I like that a lot. So he gets himself 25 points. DJ Critters, I love the Cheeky Girls, and I love Touch My Bum. It's my 5th favourite song in the world. You get 82 points. Trevor Feelgood, well done.
Right, this is the last question of the night.
They're ready. The crowd's ready.
Zidane's ready.
Crowd?
What crowd?
That crowd.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm... That's really annoyed me.
When you know. Right. Sam.
Hello.
Right. How many... Oh, no. Comedians apparently love a Nando's. Is that true?
Right, yeah. Oh, we do. We all get together, all 7 of us, and have a Nando's once a month.
I didn't realise there's as many comedians as 7 in the world.
Is that the question?
No.
Oh.
Question to Sam. How many spice options are there at Nando's?
Oh, Christ. Lemon and herb, medium, extra hot. I'd say 7. 7. I'm going 7.
The same amount of chuckers in a polo match, according to DJ Critters.
Yeah. Oh, if it's 6 again, that'll be annoying.
DJ Critters, how many spices? I'll try that again. DJ Critters, how many spice options? I'll give up. DJ Critters, how many spice options are there at Nando's?
I mean, I've eaten in Nando's once in my whole life, and that was free. That's the only reason I ate there. But everyone goes on about it, so I'm going to go a bit higher and say that there's 12 because they always go on about it. 12.
A dozen combinations of spices. That is almost twice as much as what the fantastic Sam Wyatt said. Trevor Feelgood. How many spice options are there at Nando's?
I think I'm going to go even higher with 17. 17 spices.
Ooh.
Okay. Now, I don't know the answer. I've never been to a Nando's. I'm not a comedian. But Geraldine has performed 3 times under the alias Cristal Diamante. Geraldine, what is the answer?
I'm afraid, boys and girls, and all those in between, none of you were correct. However, Sam is about to hit the fucking roof of his car when I tell him it was 6.
Oh, for fuck's sake, serious?
I'm serious.
Oh,
However, I loved your reaction when I said that, so you get yourself 20,000 points. Well done, Sam.
I can't believe that. I've been chucked out of the quiz.
Would you like to hear which ones they are?
Yeah.
Plain-ish, passion fruit and mango, lemon and herb, medium, hot, and extra hot.
Yeah, sounds about right. 17? Where are you getting 17 from, Trevor?
I don't know. I just want to say the same as you lot did. I thought, go high, double or nothing. I might have been thinking of KFC.
What?
Well, on that bombshell, shall I tell you what the results are tonight?
Yes. Who's the winner?
In third place with 112 points is DJ Critters. In second place with 52,841 points, it's the wonderful Trevor Feelgood. But smashing everyone out the ballpark with 78,642 points, it's the fantastic Sam Wyatt. And he is rioting in his car.
Yay! I'm so happy.
Fun! Best quiz ever.
Thank you very much, everyone, for playing.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. However, before we go, we've got some things that we like to ask our guests to do. So, the DJ Critters will normally ask you to plug something. So go on, DJ Critters, ask him to plug something.
Do you want to plug anything that you've got going on? Any shows, anything like that? Websites, social media? This is your platform. Do what you want. Let us know stuff.
What am I doing? Trevor's podcast always has some good guests on it. I want to plug that.
Hey!
Yeah.
You're not coming back on this, son.
And IKEA's got loads of good stuff. I'll give them a big shout out. They don't get the press they deserve.
Oh, and IKEA was one of the bases of our questions not last week, the week before.
Ah.
Yeah.
How about that? And there's one more thing I'd like to do, Sam, is that I've got to ask you another question. I'm contractually obliged. Now, if you could give some information to our lovely listener, what would it be? A pearl
of wisdom to your lovely listeners. I don't know. God, I wish I had some. Don't take your baby sleeping through the night as a win. They will regress. Don't get complacent. Buy a dummy. Buy a white noise machine. Whatever you can do to keep them asleep. There we go.
That sounds like perfect advice to me. So
I haven't slept for 2 weeks. Sorry. She's 2 and she's teething.
Well, I share a house with Paul and when their baby was teething, oh yeah, they got complacent. They was like, oh, it's good baby, and then wah, kept me up all night. Well, Geraldine had to move out the house for a couple of weeks.
Wow. Brought some issues up.
Is this why you're in IKEA? You're having a little sleep in the car park.
I've told her I'm getting stuff. I haven't got anything. I've just come for a little sit down. Great. I love it.
Go home with a cheap cheeseburger from McDonald's or something like that and go, here you go, love. Get some brownie.
Yeah, well, she's a vegan. She'd fucking hate me for that, but thank you. Yeah. Thanks, Dave.
Well, get her an apple then.
Okay, yeah, nice apple. Again, nice apple.
I love apples and I love peanuts. Has she got a nut allergy?
No, she loves peanuts.
Yeah, well, get her an apple and throw some peanuts at her head. I love it when they do that to me, yeah.
Geraldine said that she likes peanuts, or was it something similar?
Oh, I love nuts being slapped against my chin. That's what Anna said.
Oh, I think on that bombshell. Good night, everyone.
Oh, yes. So thanks, Sam, for coming on. You've been absolutely awesome. Have you got any comedy pages? Have you got any Facebook pages or anything like that for your comedy stuff?
Tired Dad Rants on Instagram. That's on Facebook as well.
What, sorry?
Tired Dad Rants. Tired Dad Rants.
Ah, cool.
And just Facebook, Sam Wyatt on Facebook. You find it somewhere.
So I hope you had fun tonight, Sam.
Yeah, it was great.
Once again, cheers. Thanks very much for Sam Wyatt for coming on. Awesome. You can get out to go see any of the shows. Have you got any shows booked up at the moment for people to go and see you at?
I'm doing the Baltic House on Thursday. That's a good lineup. Russell Hicks is headlining that. And then some other ones. I can't think off the top of my head. They'll be on my Facebook, I'm sure.
So excellent. Well, thanks very much for coming on, and that finishes us off for tonight. As normally Geraldine finishes us off.
I'll tell you what, I'll finish anybody off if the price is right. Now I've got a piece of information for the listeners this week. You know that Jerry Springer had Jerry's thoughts at the end. I thought it'd be a nifty idea if I'd done a thought at the end of every quiz. Are you ready for my thought?
Go on.
If you don't want responsibility, drink as much as you can.
Well, that's interesting advice.
Thank you. That's very good advice.
Oh, I thought you was calling for me.
I'm pining.
Everybody does some.
Musical Insights.